The Graphcool CLI allows you to manage your projects with an entirely local developer workflow. Let's create a new project with the Graphcool init command and simply choose the blank project template. This now created a new project in my Graphcool account as well as the local project structure on my machine. The remote project has also been added as the default environment for this project as specified in the .graphcoolrc file. Let's now take a closer look at the project structure and the generated files. The graphcool.yaml file contains the project definition. It points to the types.graphql file, which contains the definition of my data model. Graphcool will generate CRUD operations for all the types that are defined in there. We'll now add a serverless function, a simple hello world resolver, by uncommenting these lines. The function definition points to the actual implementation of the function, as well as a GraphQL file that defines its API. Before we deploy these changes, let's also quickly go and add a log statement to the function that we can observe later on. Now we can go and deploy these changes by going back to the terminal and run the Graphcool deploy command. Once the function is deployed, we can now go and test it inside a GraphQL playground. The query returns the expected result, and we can also inspect the function logs of the function right here using the Graphcool CLI. Notice that the logs contain the console log statement that I added to the function before. The last feature I want to demo is the CRUD API that Graphcool generates for you based on your data model. Therefore, I'm going to add a new type to the types.graphql file in my project. Here I'm adding a simple post type with a required title and an optional description. Before we can use our new type, we have to apply these changes again by using the Graphcool deploy command in the terminal. The API of my GraphQL server was now updated to include CRUD operations for the new post type. We can try these out inside a playground. The old post query doesn't return any data at the moment, so let's go and create a new post. Going back to the all post query, we'll see that the new post was now created.